So I thought I'd take you along with me today as I get ready for a Christmas party that I'm going to this evening. So it's going to be from hair, makeup, and outfit. And I'll share with you why some of the things that I chose. So if you want to see it, stay tuned and we'll get started on it right away. All right, I have already sat in front of, for 15 minutes in front of the red light therapy to do that. I've done my clay mask and have washed that, and then I've done an exfoliating treatment, and then I've done my moisturizer and primer. But since this is a holiday party look, I'm going to mix a little bit of foundation with something a little bit of luminescent. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Let's go with, what is this one here? That's not the one I want. I'm thinking it's this one. And I think I will use Misha. I really like this. This is a Korean brand, and it's very nice and cost effective. So my BK Beauty 101, my favorite foundation brush. Okay, so let's start with the mixing of the foundation with a little bit of, this is Becca. This is a Shimmery Skin Perfector. You could use this as a primer. I just like to mix it with a little bit of it to give a little bit of shimmer. I take just a little dot of it, and then I'm going to take my foundation, and then I'm just going to mix the two on my hand here. Just enough to give a little bit of a luminescent. This is a nighttime party that I'm going to at for my club, and it is at a country club. The room that we have is always beautiful because it's got all these big windows that look out over the golf course. Their decorations are always just absolutely gorgeous. Some of our members in my club are actually members at the country club. So they help us get it booked for our Christmas dinner. And so Patrick and I are going tonight. And, you know, I'm a girly girl. I admit that. I'm very classic, very feminine. I love getting dressed up for parties. I'm extremely social, if you hadn't guessed. But, you know, maybe a lot of people, I hear a lot of people that are here on YouTube, they say, believe it or not, they're introverts. I don't think I've ever been called an introvert at all. I think Patrick probably is, but both my children are. So I love going to parties, visiting, working the room, and having a good time. Now, we did have that storm come through here this morning. And I don't know if it's what it is. I need to take some ibuprofen. I've got a bit of a headache, and I don't want that to be a factor for this. So, all right, so there's the foundation. I have a wonderful canvas. It has just a slight iridescent on it, not too much. So, you know, this is not a tutorial. This is just kind of a get ready with me. I thought I'd be talking to you through this, and then what am I going to do now? What I'm going to do here is my concealer, and when I'll just tell you what I'm going to use, and then I'll come back. I'm using my Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color correct with, when I can find it, oh, I'm using the Milani Supercharged Pink Rosé as a color corrector under my eyes. And then I'll come back with a little bit of probably Marc Jacobs concealer just to put on top of that. And then I will powder on top of that and we'll go from there. So hang tight. All right, so I've done my eyebrows and I just started doing my bronzer and I thought, well, no, let me come back on. I think my all-time ever forever bronzer is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. And it's a cream bronzer. This stuff has lasted me forever. But, you know, I forget about it sometimes because I've got all these others too. And that I like to try and I get to try, but, you know, I still, you know, when I'm getting ready for a special occasion, sometimes I just want to add in some special products that I really enjoy. It just makes me feel good. And like I tell you, you're worth it. So I'm just going to use this this bronzer. I'm just going under my cheek a little bit to give it a little bit of definition. And then I'm going to go around the perimeter here. Now, I don't typically mix my brushes. If I've got powder on them, I don't, you know, like I've used it in the powder, I won't use it in the cream. So this is one I pulled out just to put a little bit of the cream bronzer on with. So there is that. And I'm getting hot. So that is my bronzer that I'm using for this. Now, what I am going to do here real quick is, and I still keep it in the box. Yes. All right. I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush. And then I'm going to show you what I like to do on top of my powder products. But the blush that I'm doing, one I've had for a while, this is Chanel, and it's called, it is 72's Rose Initiale. And it's just this soft pink. And I'm going to bring out my BK Beauty blush brush that, this is the Angie Hot and Flashy A507. It's got that tapered and the really soft bristles. So we're just going to go onto that. I like to tap it off. And then I'm just going to kind of just lightly place it on my cheeks there. I'm so excited about my outfit. So excited. And when I show you and I talk to you about it, you'll see. But everything is built around this outfit because that's how I roll. I mean, I was even trying on the different coats that I'm going to wear and looking at the temperatures to see what it's going to be tonight. And it's not going to be cold, but it's not going to be warm either. It's going to be, I think by the time we get there, expected to be around 58 degrees. So, and of course with a room full of people, it's probably going to be a little bit warmer in there as well too. So there's the blush. I'm going to wait on the highlighter. I'm going to wait on the eyeshadow, and I'm going to go and start. But no, I was going to tell you, show you what I do to set my powder products. And I've talked about this before, but I'm going to say it again. I like to take the MAC Fix Plus. A couple of squirts. Let that sit down for a few seconds. And then I have a damp sponge. This is a technique that I learned years ago off of Wingos. And then I just take it and I just lightly pounce it. So it kind of marries in the powder So it's not looking like, I used, under my eyes, I used the one I always use, which is the by Terry, because it's got the hyaluronic acid in it. And the other setting powder that I used was Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think it's just the loose setting powder in translucent. All right. So hopefully I won't sweat anything off. So I'm going to let that dry. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to start getting the stuff ready to for my hair. So hang tight. All right. So here's what I've done with my hair. My hair is, y'all have seen it. It's fine and it's straight. No body curl whatsoever to it. So I have taken a 1-inch curling iron and have just put some curls in it and kind of sprayed them to let them sit for a while. So with that said, we're going to start with some eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow palette that I am using is this little darling here. It is called Too Faced Let's Play. And here's the colors, the color story. I'm just wondering if I got this on too bright. Let me see. Whoops, that's the wrong way. So I need to turn that down a little bit so you can see. Oops, I'm just knocking stuff over there. Maybe that's a little bit better. There, is that better? Okay. So what these colors are absolutely gorgeous. Now, there is not a transition shade, so to speak, in here. So what I'm going to use for that is something that I always keep around. This is a Milani bronzer powder. And this is called 03 Sunkissed Silky Matte. And it is the perfect transition shade. So if I leave it out here, if I don't have something in a palette, I always have one. So that's what I'm going to start with really quick. I'm going to start this and use the transition shade. And then I'm trying to find where's my brush. I need my transition brush I want to use. And then I'll come back. Don't you hate it when you can't find what you're looking for? Here it is. It is the BK Beauty 202 Fluffy Tapered Transition Brush. So I'm going to start with that, with this in my transition shade, and I'll be right back. All right, so what I've done is I've used that in my transition shade, and then I have just blended so that it is just almost seamless there. So something I wanted to tell you too, what I did when I went into the bathroom to do my hair, I also laid out my jewelry that I'm going to be wearing. Now, I'm not wearing a whole bunch of jewelry because my outfit. So, and you'll see whenever I go over it and everything as to why I'm picking the pieces that I have chosen. But I went ahead and put them in the cleaner, the jewelry cleaner, and let them soak for a little bit. And then I used a little brush, scrubbed them off, and then they're drying on a towel. And then I'll get my little jewelry rag, a polisher, and buff them all up and everything. Because it's a party, and it's a Christmas party, and I want to look my best. So, all right, ladies, if y'all have not tried BK Beauty brushes, you are missing out on something. These are the bomb. So, I'm a brush snob, I admit that, but these are awesome. And yes, I am an affiliate for them, but I am an affiliate because I believe in them, and I believe in them, and I absolutely love them. All right, so what I'm going to do next is, you'll see that there is a kind of a goldish shimmer right here, and then kind of a cream colored shimmer right here as well. Now, I'm going to save those for the mobile lid. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this darker color right here with a very small crease brush. And that one is going to be the Angie A504. See how little that is in the crease? On mature eyes, this is why she made them, because in the mature eyes, they are just the best. So I'm just lightly dipping in, tapping it off, and just going to go into that crease and place it where I want it. And then down a little bit as well. This is not going to be a drama eye because my outfit is the drama. So, with that said, I'm keeping it toned down because of the outfit. So, not that I do drama on the eyes anyway, but the outfit is what makes a statement. So, I'm just keeping it classic and feminine. But with drama. Well, for the outfit anyway. I'm going back with that same brush again, the one I used on the transition shade. And then I'm just going to kind of just blend up a little bit. Blend it, blend it, blend it. And I'll come back when I've got this done on the other eye as well too. What I'm going to do now is this color, they do have names, sorry. Let's see, the one that I'm going to go into, it's right next to that one, they're opposite back there. It's called Multiplayer. And it is this almost a plummy iridescent right here. I'm going to go in with that same little blending brush, or the little brush, the crease brush. I'm cleaning it off really well. I'm going to dip it, the tip, into that one. Shake it off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it down ever so gently down to the inside. Little bit at a time. Bringing it into that corner. You see that? Just ever so slightly, little at a time. It's not a whole bunch, it's just a little bit. But I'm connecting that crease together. So now we have the halo. Now I'm going to take my finger into that cream colored shimmer and set on the center of that lid. So that it highlights ever so lightly that lid. Now, I'm going to go in with that one that I blended with, and I'm just going to make sure that there's nothing on the edges, no edges. Now, if I want to intensify that, which I think I will, I'm going to take my Max Fix Plus and then a flat brush, which I've got to find it. Flat brush. Here it is. It is the Angie Hot and Flashy A505. This is perfect for that. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of that cream on this brush. As you can see. And I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Max Fix Plus, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to get a little bit more. And then, do you see how that? I'm just going to lay it on there. The Max Fix Plus, this is not glitter, this is just a shimmer. So I'm just laying it in that center. There, and I need to let it dry a second. And then the fluffy transition brush again, or the crease brush. Again, kind of smoothing out the edges. I see a little bit right on the inside here that I'm going to go in with that inside color again and just kind of touch that up a little bit. And there we go. So let me do the other eye now. So now what I want to do is I'm going to use this little Sephora brush. It's a pencil brush. And I have another one. Let's see. No. I have another one somewhere, but this one happens to be a Sephora brush that I've got here, and it's handy. So I'm going to go back into that last color that I was using right here, and I'm going to go into the tip on it. And I'm going to go into the bottom lash line. It's kind of a purple, almost plum iridescent, we'll call that. So I'm just adding a little bit in the lash line. And then I'm going to wipe it off, and then I'm going to go in with that darker wine color. Just a small, small bit. And I'm just going to do the outer part here into it. The point helps you control where you are placing it. Now, and because I'm just going to bring up here a little bit of that just directly up. And I'm trying to look straight ahead into the mirror when I do this because I do have hooded eyes, so there is a crease there. So I'm just ever so slightly kicking that up a little bit. All right, I'm going to do the other eye, and I'm going to tight line, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I used the tight line, and what I used is Milani's Scandalous Eyes, which is waterproof gel eyeliner, just in the tight line. Now, my eyes always water. So as you can see, it does transfer. So I always keep Q-tips right here. And I wait a minute or so to let it go ahead and do its transfer thing. And then I just kind of wipe off the water line there and get it off and see. And it's a process. I have to kind of wait and see. Get on to the next thing. I'm going to start now with what I'm going to do on the bottom lashes. I am pulling out this ColourPop gel eyeliner in a metallic silver. And I'm just going to put it in the waterline. Because I don't want a harsh black line there. So just got a little bit. silver in there. Now, I'm going to curl my lashes. Make sure my Shiseido is clean. And then I'm going to get my trusty Essence lash primer. I have used every single lash primer I think that there is on the market. And for the price of this, I can get it to work on how I do it. I'm going to have to clean. I've gotten something black all over my fingers. Okay, so I am just going to go up and put a coat on there. And you can really see when I do this how long my eyelashes have gotten with that serum. And goodness, what's all over me? Okay, I'm going to take my little eyelash comb, and before they dry, I'm just going to gently comb through to get any clumps off. All right, I'm going to dip into my Benefit Bad Gal mascara, the cute little wand. Don't want to get it in my hair. And I like to do it in layers. So there's the first layer. I'm going to go back in with my little comb and try just to keep any clumps out of it. Now, if you're going to wear false eyelashes, you could put them on. I don't really do that, but I like to clean my little comb between each one. I'm going to go in. Brush again. This mascara does not put a whole bunch on at one time, so it allows you to kind of work with it because it's a little bit at a time. I'm going to take this palette and I'm going to take a fluffy brush right here, and this one is just an old Morphe one, and I'm going to go into that little cream shadow that I put on the center of my lid. We're going to dust it underneath the brow bone for a little bit of shine up there. And I'm also going to take it and use it as a highlighter. Oh, and let's do a little bit right there and a little bit on the nose. All right, so if you read the title of this, you know that this is a, there's a little giveaway in here. So I'm going to go brush my hair out, and we're going to come back and put the lips on and talk about it because we're getting almost to the outfit. Done my hair. Here in Texas, the higher the hair, the closer to God. All right, so I told you that this was a giveaway. And the whole premise of the giveaway was or what I wanted to do with it is to pay it forward. I recently won a giveaway from someone that I just adore. And she was probably one of the first ones that I found on YouTube. And it's Mary Ellen, over 60. And I just love her to pieces. She is the most honest person, very knowledgeable, and she is so generous. And whatever she gets in her channel, she puts back to it. So she does it out of the goodness of her heart. And so I wanted to use what I won from her to bring a smile to a couple of my subscribers. So what I'm going to be doing is telling you what I'm going to do as soon as I put my lips on. So here's the eyes. What do you think? I mean, I think they're just a classic, understated, but once you see the outfit, you'll understand why. So I am going to do the technique that I typically do where I contour my lips, and I've done that many, many times, and then and line them in a nude liner by Lancome, and there's not a whole lot left of it, but it's one of their iconic classic ones. All right, as for the lipstick, I'm using this color by Sephora. Sephora's got some very nice lipsticks, and it's called 01. It's got a name though. Let me see if I can remember, see what it is. It's 01. It's a satin lipstick made in France, and I don't know the name of it, just 01. But it is this beautiful pinky nude. Very classic, and just a great compliment to the eyes. Now, what I'm also going to do here is real quick, I'm just going to take something, piece of paper, and I'm going to blot my lips here quickly. All right. And then what I like to do is take a little bit of powder. Now I'm going to do it with the foam applicator. This happens to be the Maybelline Fit Me powder that I keep here for this. And on the foam, I'm just going to put some on top of it. And then I'm going to go on top of my lipstick. Careful not to smudge it. That's going to help set it. And then I'm going to go back in with the lipstick and touch up again. And if I feel like I need to touch up with my liner, I will. All right. Now, excuse me. What else I like to do? City lips. After my lipstick has set for a few minutes, I like to get some out and put and dot, especially on in the center, on the fullness part of my lips. So, but while it's setting, make sure it's not on my teeth, I want to tell you about the giveaway. And then we're going to go show you my outfit. So the giveaway is the little palette that I used. I bought you one. Some lucky winner is going to win that. And then the lipstick that I just used. Somebody is going to get that as well. And it's going to be one giveaway, one winner for this. And then I have the same mascara that I used, the Bad Gal Bang. That goes in there too. And there may be something else in there, I don't know. But there's going to be another giveaway next week as well too. So I'm paying it forward from my good friend Mary Ellen, over 60. I'll put a link down to her channel if you don't know her. She puts up a video about once a week, I think, on average. But she's a lovely, lovely person, and I love her to death. So Mary Ellen, thank you for allowing me to win, be one of your winners of your giveaway. And I am enjoying paying it forward to a couple of my lucky subscribers as well too. So, but you have to be subscribed to me. You have to be 18 years of old, and you have to have a U.S. mailing address. And once this goes posted, I'll give you 48 hours to contact me either on my email listed below or message me on IG. So, yes, we're gonna. All right, we're back. We're on my phone because my microphone died on my camera. So I'm gonna try and show you. Here's up close, the silver sparkle. And I wanted to show you what I chose to do for the jewelry because I wanted to keep it simple. I've got my little CZ studs in from Roma Jewelry. These are always a classic, go with everything look. I have got, whoops, my wedding jewelry on, of course. And then the only other piece of jewelry that I have on is a ring on this hand, which is a large pearl and a couple of diamonds on it. So that is, see, it's gonna focus, I don't know. There it is. Okay, so you can see that the cropping of it was just too long down here. There'd been too much. So, and something that's very important when you're wearing something like this is to make sure that you have the proper underwear so you're not showing sequined panty lines. Then there's one other thing I wanted to share with you. This was a gift from my dear sweet YouTube daughter. Here, my hands, if I can do it with one hand here. Okay, this is by Laura Geller, and it is called the Gilded Glow. It is the Baked Body Frosting Face and Body Glow. Do you see this? How shimmery that is. Well, it comes with a powder puff. Let me turn it back around. There we go. No, other way. Here, I'll show it here. It comes with a powder puff. And then you just pat it on that. And then your exposed skin, it puts the softest little glow on your skin. Yeah, it's like highlighting your body, but just in a very, very, very light way that would just catch like almost like a candle glow. So this is just a little touch that I like to add for nighttime. I'm just moving the camera all around. And then the fragrance that I chose to wear is one from Dossier, which is called Spicy Orchid, which is their version of Tom Ford's Black Orchid. And it is right here. And then you saw the little coat. I hope you did. Let's see. Turn it. This is just a little fake fur coat because I will need it when the sun goes down, and that's about it. And then the handbag that I'm carrying is this kind of, whoops, dark metallic silver handbag as well too. No glittery or anything on it. Let me show you around here in the there. It's just a subtle little handbag, not too much. So that is it. So I was trying to get this filmed before I had to get out of here. So all right, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to enter, put in there, please enter me, or just enter me if you are interested in winning the little giveaway. So I'm going to get out of here. Remember, ladies, what I tell you? I tell you every single day to get up and show up and to have fun doing it, okay? Because you're worth it. So until I see you in my next video, have a very safe and a very blessed day.